Yo, what's up, MTG Arena YouTube? This is Andy, also known as Garbage Andy, and today I'm going to be bringing you a brand new draft video for Brothers War. Now, I'm super excited because this set has been amazing from what I've seen so far in both draft and sealed. So let's jump right in, get our hands on a premier draft, and see how things go. All right, pack one, pick one. Let's see what we got here. Immediately, first thing I see is this really sweet command. We have Urza's command, which for 2 blue, we have a bunch of things that we can do. You can give creatures that you don't control -2 power until end of turn, create a tap Power Stone, create a tap 0/0 colorless construct, artifact, and gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Scry 1, then draw a card. You get to choose 2 of those. So obviously a very, very powerful card. If the rare wasn't in the pack, I'd also be looking at Yotian Tactician, which is a great signpost uncommon for the blue-white soldiers archetype, which I really, really like. Nothing else is really sticking out as super powerful, and this is a very, very good modal instant spell. So I'm gonna go grab that right quick. All right, pack one, pick two. We have some interesting decisions. Nothing in blue sticking out super heavily to me, but there is a Mishra's Bauble, which I really like. Obviously, the Urza's command, one of the modes that creates a construct, cares about all the artifacts you control. And this is a solid one. Recruitment Officer is also a really great aggressive white card. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take that over Mishra's Bauble. It's kind of close. Corrupt is also not bad, especially if you're going heavily into black. Pretty decent removal spell, but Recruitment Officer has really impressed me, and so has the archetype of soldiers in general. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that early and see if we can make that work. All right, pack one, pick three. We have a couple things immediately coming into focus for me here. Wing Commando, this card is overperformed like a lot for me. The 2/2 body for 3 is just fine with flying, and then with prowess it ends up doing a lot more damage a lot of the time in the set with all of the non-creature spells you're going to be casting. I really like Wing Commando, so I have my eye on that, but I also see that we have an Excavation Explosion in the pack, which is one of the most premium removal cards in the set. It deals 3 damage to any target, which is always going to be good because it can go to the face, obviously, and it creates a Power Stone token. So that helps you ramp into bigger stuff, and I love doing that in this set. So I'm a little bit torn between Wing Commando and Excavation Explosion, but if we're following our fundamentals with draft, I think removal is probably just going to be a little bit better here, especially early in the draft. So I'm going to go ahead and take Excavation Explosion here over the Wing Commando. All right, so pick 4. Now we have a couple cards that immediately, again, I'm seeing and thinking about. We've got Mishra Excavation Prodigy, which is a really nice little draw and discard outlet, as well as providing some ramp if you discard an artifact, which I like. Solid body, I think he's pretty darn good. We also have Heavyweight Demolisher, which I think is a really fun giant creature. But I do like Mishra here. I think Mishra is just my favorite card in the pack. What do we have here in this pack? Scrapwork Cohort. This is a card that, again, I think people are really underrating this card. It comes in and makes another 1/1 soldier, and it has Unearth, so you're automatically keeping one of those bodies when you unearth it. And the stats are okay, but I just think it's really good for what it does. There's also Henrigan Strongbull, which I like a lot, but I think I'm gonna take over the Scrapsmith. Strongbull's been really impressive to me. In any deck that's gonna have artifacts, I think it's gonna be pretty powerful. So I'm gonna grab that and be pretty happy with it. There is Scatter Ray, which is lovely. I do like a nice counter spell for artifact or creatures. I do like Scatter Ray here probably the most, but we also have 2 green cards that are catching my eye. We've got Argothian Sprite, which has been impressive to me. Can't be blocked by artifacts and can get counters on it later in the game and shoot down the really solid removal spell. I am going to take the Scatter Ray though, because I'd like to play our Urza's command. So I'm going to lean a little bit more towards blue than green this early in the draft. No One Left Behind is a nice reanimation spell. Kind of has my eye here. I don't mind Curate. I think it's fine for filling up your yard. And it's a decent draw spell, but I'm not super like into it overall. So I think I'd rather just take Tocasia's dig site. The black creature card was also a consideration. It's not bad at all. But I do like Tocasia's dig site for Surveil. And speaking of taking a land, we have an Evolving Wilds here, which I really like. Urza's rebuff has been okay. The tapping 2 creatures is actually underrated. I think it's not bad at all. And we also have Conscripted Infantry, which is a soldier. When it dies, you create a 1/1. It's a 3/1 body. All these picks are okay. I think I'm just going to take an early Evolving Wilds. Since we are in pack 1 and we're not super solid on what our second color is even going to be, or even our main color, just grabbing an Evolving Wilds early is always smart because it allows you to be flexible and splash bombs we might draft later. Now on the wheel, this is our pack that we opened. Astral Cornucopia is lovely to say, but nothing that makes me super excited, so I'm not going to take that rare. But I do have my eye on Blitz Automaton, which is a really nice little hasty aggressive creature. 3/2 body for the prototype cost and a 6/4 haster for 7 mana. I really like this card, and since we already do have some good red cards, I'm just going to go ahead and grab it and be happy about it. And that's the end of that. I think I'm going to take Retrieval Agent in case we do end up blue-red. It's not my favorite card, but it's okay. None of these are super exciting for our deck. We're at the end of the pack here, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab this Tokesia's Dig Site, throw it in the sideboard. And you guys heard me mention this Heavyweight Demolisher. And if we are playing red, it might be a little bit enticing. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this now, put it in the sideboard, but might see play. We'll see. We'll see how we do with that. Tomical Scrapsmith is kind of nice to see on the wheel. I don't love this card. The self-mill cards are kind of hit or miss for me, and this one's not my favorite, but I will take it since we got it late anyway. See how things go. I don't really like the Power Plant Worker, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab the uncommon and throw it into our sideboard. And the Fall of Krug is a land destruction card, which is hilarious, and I am also not keeping that in my deck. That's going right to the board. Okay, pack 2, pick 1. We've got 4 cards immediately that are seared into my eyeballs. We have Drafna, first and foremost. This rare is fantastic. Lets you bounce artifacts to your hand, which can trigger lots of different things, let you replay things, get ETB triggers, get exit the battlefield triggers. Just fantastic. Protects your things as well. And then you can also copy your artifact spells as they're coming in, which is just insane. Drafna is just easily going to be the pick here. I mean, we're not super heavily blue, so it's a little bit sag, but there's a couple other cards that we can hope to wheel here. Giant Cindermaw is fantastic. Just a 4/3 for 3, which is just great. And the players can't gain life can become relevant occasionally. I do like that. We have a second Mishra, which is cool, but I don't know if that's great in multiples, obviously, since it's legendary. And another Excavation Explosion, but I'm going to take Drafna here. Card's too good to pass. I love it. All right, let's see what we got here. Awaken the Woods is insane, but we're not green. And I think I'm going to stick to that because unlike Dominaria United, there's not a ton of fixing in this set, and so you really kind of want to hone in on your archetype and stick with it. Burnished Heart is cool. I think it goes in just about every deck, just because obviously it's colorless and helps you find some basic lands if you ever need them. And then Dwarven Forge Chanter really has my eye though, because this thing is a fantastic ward card, as a nice booty for 2 mana, and it has ward on it. So I think I'm actually on the Dwarven Forge Chanter, especially because the blue red archetype is all about prowess, and if we end up with more prowess cards, it could get out of hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And speaking of prowess, we get a Monetary Swiftspear. I love this card, but there's some other really good stuff for us here, so let's take note of it before we just go ahead and slam this Swiftspear. There's Spotter Thopter, which is a great prototype creature in my opinion. Helps you scry based on its power. Elsewhere Flask has impressed me a lot, especially with Drafna, since we can get that ETB over and over again if we grab it. And then we have another Dwarven Forge Chanter, which we might wheel though. So I'm either personally on Swiftspear or Spotter. It's actually kind of close. I think with what we currently have, I think honestly Swiftspear might be better, but it's really, really close. Maybe, shoot. I'm gonna go with Swiftspear. I have a hard time saying no to cards like that, especially when it's kind of the archetype we're building around. I'm into it, so it's okay. We might wheel one of those other cards and would be happy to see anything else from that pack in our colors. But into this pick number 4, let's see. There's also the Sardian Cliff Stomper, which becomes real beefy, depending on the amount of mountains we control, which obviously we're not going to be monocolored, but I think it's a solid 2-drop, and nothing else is really drawing my attention here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Nice. We love to see this. Mishra's Bauble in the pack as well, which I really, really like. But, I mean, Excavation Explosion is really solid removal, and it does ramp us to be able to play some big spells later on with the Power Stone. So I'm going to take Excavation Explosion, and hopefully we can find more things like Blitz Automaton, any cards with Prototype that would be big and threatening. And this is also a great card for our Prowess spells, though it is sorcery speed, so it does get rid of a little bit of the illusion or the threat of instant speed interaction, but it's really powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. All right, so we've got some choices here. We already have a Heavyweight Demolisher in the sideboard, but there are a couple other cards here that are really powerful. Third Pass Savant is awesome. It's a little bit underrated. Like on first glance, you're like, oh, it's a 2/3 for 3 and 7 mana, draw 2 cards. That draw 2 cards for 7 mana comes up a lot and is actually really good. Then there's also Scrapwork Mutt, which is what I have my eye on here. Very solid artifact card that allows us to be a little bit more aggressive, to cycle some cards in and out of our hand, and has Unearth as well, which I really like. So I'm going to grab that. And this pack is absolutely dead for us, which is not great. There's Rust Goliath, which is a 10 mana reach trample. We are not in green, so we can't cast it for the prototype cost, which I don't love. But nothing else seems super interesting here. Power Stone Fracture is quite good, so I'm just going to grab it and throw it in the sideboard for now. All right, next pick. We've got a Bone Saw. That's the first thing that I'm seeing that comes to mind. Moment of Defiance is pretty cool as well. This little trick. But I don't want to start looking too much into black since we're deep into pack 2 here. I'm just going to take the Bone Saw for now. I think Bone Saw is solid and goes in any deck. Pick 9. On the wheel, we get our Mishra back, which is great. I don't think I want a second one of those, though. I am going to take the Third Pass Savant here, this card I was talking about earlier. I think it's really powerful. And you're going to be drawing cards off this. The games go late in this format, I've found, so I'm happy to grab a Third Pass Savant here. Whitestone animation is kind of interesting to me. I don't know if I want to take it over the Tomical Scrapsmith, though. Maybe. Since it's a non-creature spell. Could be decent. I'm going to sideboard it for now. We'll think about it. Spotterthopter Wield, which is so good for us. I wish that I could have a second one of these Forge Chanters, but I like the Spotterthopter more, especially since we have the Excavation Explosions, which are going to give us the Power Stones that we can cast this for 8 mana later in the game. I'm just going to go ahead and slam that. Nothing I'm super interested in. I'm going to throw the Flow of Knowledge into the board. Moment of Defiance. Get in here. Whirling Strike is actually pretty great if we end up going a little bit heavier into the Prowess. I like Combat Tricks in the Prowess deck, obviously. So I think that's actually going to make the deck. But we did open a really, really, really powerful card here. Urza, Prince of Krug, gives all artifact creatures +2/+2 on our side. And we could pay 6 and create a token that's a copy of a target artifact we control, except it's a 1/1 soldier. This is really good. And we do already have the Evolving Wilds. So we're just like super happy to splash Urza. We also have Sculpting Steel, which enters the battlefield as a copy of any artifact. So both of these are like really, really heavy considerations. There's also another Excavation Explosion we can maybe wheel. I think, oh man, it's really, really hard. I think for me, it's just going to be the Urza, but I wouldn't judge anybody from taking the Sculpting Steel. Oh my goodness. Now we have Mishra too? Oh no, Urza and Mishra? Wait a minute. I know that a reasonable person would probably take Wing Commando, but I have to take Mishra, Tamer of Makfawa. It's just insane. So I guess we're splashing for both of the brothers, and I'm happy to do that because they're both great. We'll see how things work out. We'll think about it later. For now, we're just thinking about having fun. But these uncommons are really, really good. We have Spotterthopter number 2, which I don't think I'm going to take over Zephyr Sentinel or Foundry Inspector. Inspector is really good because it helps us cast our artifacts a little cheaper. But dang, do I love this Zephyr Sentinel. I'm really, really big fan of this card. 2/1 flyer for 2 is great. Helps you protect the creature. Scoop it up if you need to. I'm a really big fan of this 2-drop, so I'm just going to grab that. Maybe we wheel one of these other cards we like, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slam the Sentinel for now. What else do we have here? Man, this pack has been exciting so far. I think I like the Koilos Rock. This is a 3/3 for 5 with flash, and when it ETBs, you create a Power Stone. Obviously, pretty decent stats. So I think I'm gonna go with that. The Soul Partition is actually not bad either, but I think I'm just gonna take the Coilous Rock, especially if we're splashing Urza. But wow, things have gotten out of hand in this pack. I am very interested in all of the things. I'm taking Energy Refractor here because this is fixing and it's a cantrip, so I'm taking it. I need to consider that we are playing these really good off-color cards right now because I want to play Urza and Mishra really badly. Maybe we just take Scatter Ray over Blitz Automaton number 2. It's really close, but take the Blitz Automaton. It's fine. Ooh, Dwarven Chanter. Let's take a look at our 2-drop slot again. I don't know if I'm playing this Cliff Stomper. Dwarven Chanter actually is gonna be the pick because I have a feeling we're gonna wheel maybe one of those Scatter Rays. I'm happy to just take that. Ashnod's Altar. Sacrifice a creature, add 2 colorless. Really cool reprint here. I like the art on it as well. But nothing we're super interested in here. Don't mind this Chain Dancer, I guess, for the sideboard, but we're not playing that. Retrieval Agent, also not bad, but Energy Refractor number 2 we have to take. We're playing both of the brothers. It's the brothers' war, and we're playing them both. That's it. That's the end. That's the tweet. We also have another Scatter Ray coming in, which is great, and then also a Defabricate, which, ooh-wee, do we have choice? I think I'm just going to take the Scatter Ray number 2, though. I like Scatter Ray. Oh, this deck looks so much fun. I'm like so excited to play this deck out. Truly. I like to switch modes on that, by the way, if you see me flick between those. I like to see what my curve visually looks like, not just have it on the side sometimes. The Stomper number 2 will go to the sideboard, as will the Spectrum Sentinel. We're on our last few picks here. Bitter Reunion. It's pretty good. Especially because we give something haste. Wow, Scatter Ray, last pick. This deck looks like so much fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's build this deck and see how things go. Okay, I'm super pumped. Let's see how we're going to end up building this deck out right now. Now, is there anything in the sideboard I immediately want to chuck in and try and make work? Not particularly. We have to make 4 cuts as it stands. I don't think I really like this Cliff Stomper, honestly. Maybe we have better 2s. We have a better plan. I'm going to go ahead and do the classic separation here. Take a look at our curve. We got creatures and our non-creature spells. I think Strong Bull is going to be one of our cuts here. We don't have a ton of artifacts, and this is more of a black-red card in general, so I'm going to get rid of the Strong Bull, even though I do think it's a pretty powerful card. We didn't end up with as many artifacts as I would have liked. So Tokasia's Dig Site, again, I like the Surveil, but I think I'd rather just have one more mountain since we are splashing 2 different colors here. I think I'm just going to go up a mountain here. Just play 1 color of each, red or black and white, because we also have the Refractor. So technically 3 sources of each, but playing a little bit risky here with our mana. Okay, looking at our non-creature spells, Bonesaw is a really solid artifact. I personally really like it. The 1 extra power is really nice, especially on flyers. But I don't think it's necessarily what we want in this deck right now, especially when we got to make 2 cuts. I'm going to get rid of Bonesaw. I don't like self-milling. If you come to my stream and you've watched me draft at all, you know that it's not my favorite. So I think I'm just going to drop that. So I think this is going to be it. This is the deck. Obviously, we have a little bit sketchy of a mana base, but I just want to see Urza and Mishra on the same battlefield. Even if it's the red Mishra and the multicolored Urza, whatever it is. I just want to see both of the brothers on the battlefield. That is our goal with this deck right now. Okay, above all else, above winning, above anything, we're just trying to get the brothers on the battlefield. So with that in mind, let's jump right in. Let's see how things go, and hopefully we have a good time. All right, let's jump in. Let's see if we can get both of the brothers out on the battlefield together at once, please. Oh Lord, do I want to see it happen. Look at this. Look at this. We have Mardu mana and we have a curve. We don't have blue mana, which is sad. Opponent goes first though. We're on the draw. Let's risk it for the biscuit. I'm in. Monetary Swift Spear is not what we want to see immediately. I am gonna Evolving Wilds here though, so I can grab blue. But look at this. We have every color of mana we require, so this might be the game. This could be it. We could have both of the brothers out on the battlefield as long as we don't get stomped out too atrociously by an aggro prowess deck. Let's see what happens. And in for 1. Okay, so they're playing Boros. Yotian Frontliner is a pretty sweet card. This thing is great, actually. especially in a more aggressive list. Not great for us, but we do have the Dwarf Enchanter, which blocks pretty decently. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Could held up Scatter Ray. Rather not. I'd rather just start slamming creatures to protect ourselves. Yotian Frontliner. Really like the art on this card too. Really sweet. Monetary Swift Spear coming in. I wonder, you know, they could be bluffing here, but I'm just going to let it get in for one. Fine with me. If that's what you want to be doing, fine. Do we want to hit a 2-3 here? Or do I want to go for the 3-2 Haster? Could also counter an artifact or creature next turn. Next turn, we can double spell with Scatter Ray and Energy Refractor, so I do want to just be mana efficient here. I'm going to go ahead and play the third path Savant. And perhaps double block the Swift Spear next turn. Not 100% sure what we want to do yet. I'm just going to chill. See how things go. And then we can double spell. We can Energy Refractor, draw a card, and then hold up Scatter Ray next turn, which I really like. I'm just going to go ahead and block with this since we're nowhere near 7 mana right now. And you know what? Just make them have it. Make them have some sort of pump that's going to take them over the edge. Totally. Totally. Go ahead. Do it. First strike. 2-2 now. It is what it is. We do have Retrieval Agent, which is going to be good to block the Swift Spear. But I do think I still like our energy efficient line, or a mana efficient line rather, of playing the Refractor, drawing an extra card, and then having the Scatter Ray up. Because they might tap out and try and get something beefy going, and I would like to stay alive. Mishra is a great draw, though. If we draw a land, ooh, do we have a brother coming in? Because then look at this. We can, oh man, there's so much. I just wanna get all the artifacts in the graveyard, please. Just let me do all the things with Mishra. That's all I want. Oh, I didn't counter that. I'm just realizing I was too caught. I was lost in the sauce. I was lost in the sauce, if you will. That's okay. Because now we could drop the Zephyr. We could play Zephyr Sentinel as a protection against the Swift Spear, and then Scatter Ray something else as well. But with that said, they are getting to a point with their mana that I'm like not the most comfy with. So I think I want to just play something out for mana here. I think I'm going to go with the Thopter, the Spotter Thopter, because it's going to let us scry and hopefully we see a land. Scry 2. Let's go ahead and grab an island, put Mishra out. Especially since we can block with the Spotter Thopter, and if they have any trick for it, then we can reanimate it with the Unearth cost here. Get a 4/5, Scry 4, attack 4 in the air. Seems really good. And then we have the aggressive Doge after that, which I like as well. And the Unearth is great. So, lovely. We're not getting run over, so that's okay. I'm feeling okay about this. Though their attack could be pretty scary here. If they go all in, I guess we could block the Frontier. 3-1 reach. Okay. They decide not to do anything to us. I like it. Maybe we should be a little aggressive. Get this guy off the battlefield, the Rock Hunter, and then reanimate it with Mishra. Let's offer the trade, yeah? Maybe they do something that we can use our Zephyr Sentinel with as well. We're okay with that, because guess what? Boom! Unearth the Spotter Thopter, baby! I love it. Leave Mishra alone. Please do not kill my boy. I need to draw Urza now. We need Urza and Mishra out at the same time. If we draw Urza in the next 2 draws, please. Oh, please. That's fine. If they want to get in for 4, that's fine with me. We're getting in for 4 next turn as well. Something tells me they're running out of gas here. Obviously, because they only have 2 cards in hand, but I don't think they have too much to do right now. Which is very good for us because it lets us be aggressive. So, might want to Spotter Thopter here. And then either hold up Scatter Ray or Zephyr Sentinel. The thing is with Scatter Ray is that they have a lot of mana now, so let's Scry 4. Oh, it's our Urza. Yes, please. Oh, we get to protect Mishra with the Zephyr Sentinel too. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm so excited. Maybe we go Urza, land, Blitz, Automaton, and then Koilos Rock, because then we can start getting aggressive. I like it that way. Let's just do it. No thoughts. Just get in there. Let's just game. Scrapwork Mutt is kind of cool here too. If we want to play that, but I kind of want to protect the Mishra here for our objective. As much as I want to jam out this Scrapwork Mutt, I might want to just hold up the Zephyr Sentinel to protect. Even the Scatter Ray as well is good here. Oh, we're gonna get Mishra and Urza out on the battlefield. Yes, our goal is achieved so quickly. It's all because we had that Mardu opener hand and we got lucky getting the Evolving Wilds for blue. Sometimes you just gotta believe in the shuffler. Sometimes you just gotta believe. I'm gonna let them get in for 4 here. I don't think I want to use the Zephyr Sentinel just to bounce the Dwarven Forge. Sorry. Oh yeah, no. Get that out of here. It does have Unearth though, which they're gonna bring back next turn, but I think we just gotta go for the meme here, right? It doesn't have haste. I mean, it's so dangerous. Whatever. You know what? Whatever, dude. We did the thing. We have Mishra and Urza on the battlefield. Yes! We achieved victory. Our opponent doesn't say nice. They should be saying nice to us. I really want them to congratulate us on our achievement here. We are going to get hit for a lot of damage next turn, potentially, with this. The Unearth is scary. Well, they don't have a land yet, though, so they don't have 8 lands. They have to play a land next turn. Do I just get in with Mishra here? I guess I'll just go in with Mishra. I'm a little bit nervous, but whatever. Let's take him to 12. Even if Urza dies here, I'm just proud that we were able to do it, okay? We did what we wanted to do. And next turn, we can actually copy a creature, which is a little bit wild. They didn't draw a land. It's good for us. Can't play this 8/6 yet. That gives us another turn to kind of like chill. I wonder what they have. Maybe it's cards that they're trying to splash. Not 100% sure. But Zephyr Sentinel being up is amazing. We don't have it up right now, obviously. But, okay, Warlord's Elite's an interesting one for them. So I set us up for double Automaton next turn. 6 mana. We could Retrieval Agent, which holds down the fort really well. Or we could Scrapwork Mutt, which we don't mind losing. And then hold up Zephyr Sentinel. Alternatively, we could prototype the Blitz Automaton here. Dang. All of these are good options. I think I'm going to go with this one, though. Because the Zephyr Sentinel being able to save something is amazing. And this blocks really well against the Warlord's Elite. So I'm happy just to chill on that. One more land and this thing gets a little bit hard to deal with, though. 8/6 Menace is no joke. We're also close to 6/4 Haste as well. Pretty good. This getting double strike until end of turn based on just 2 mana is pretty strong. Okay. So they cast this for its full cost. Do I want to use the Zephyr Sentinel here? Or do I want to double block? Okay, I think I'm okay doing this. Seems fine. Okay. We live to see another day! There's no artifact that I want to have copied yet. I'm gonna chuck one of these guys out. Oh, it's getting buffed from Urza. Oh my goodness. Read the cards, Andrew! Read the cards! Oh, it's so good! Okay, do I even attack? I guess I should, yeah? Let's just attack. If they go, listen, if they play this Dreadnought or Demolisher, then we at least have a double block for it, right? Oh my goodness. This is so nuts. The +2/+2. I forgot that was gonna happen because we haven't been playing much artifacts until now. They might just go for it. Yeah, they're gonna go for it. That's totally reasonable. And we're just going to end up being able to reanimate the Blitz Automaton for 3 mana, which is so nice. Maybe we just want to go boom. It's an 8/6. We could return the Blitz Automaton back to our hand after attacking, which is so gross. Maybe we present lethal here. I'm just going in. Let's make them block awkwardly here. Okay. Then I think I'm just gonna hold up the Zephyr Sentinel and protect something. No, we could have bounced that back to our hand with the Sentinel, but I didn't think I want to do that there. I think it's a little too cute. I want to get run over by something. Zephyr Sentinel is going to come in no matter what here, though. Because it just wins in the air next turn if they don't have an instant speed removal spell. This first game. This game. Mishra and Urza are so good. Oh, man. So much fun. Unbelievably fun. And at this point, if they want to target them, that's okay. We won't even go out of our way with the Zephyr Sentinel. Really, we just want to get in for the damage with the Zephyr Sentinel. They're deciding if they want to attack all or how they want to attack here. This thing getting double strike automatically is just going to be gross. Yeah, so attacking all is scary because now we have to be really careful with how we block. This being a 2/1. So I think we just flash this in 4 blocks because if they have that pump spell, I don't want to lose to it. I'm gonna submit 0 here. Dang. This puts us in a really, really awkward position. But if we block like this, the worst that can happen is they play 2 creatures out. So awkward, but I'm trying to protect myself. I don't know all the spells in the set. We could die to burn. We could die to a pump spell. I don't want that to happen to us. Hopefully no life gain, though. That would be brutal. That would be the worst thing that could happen, is life gain. Deadly Riposte. On their own creature to gain life? Okay, that gains them 3. That puts them at 4. Oh, Deadly Riposte is so good there. Oh, no. Okay, so let's see. Do we want to discard something? Now we're at a really awkward position here because we can't kill them, but they're top decking, so we can double spell, right? So we have Mutt and Dwarven Enchanter. I think these are just going to have to do for now. We'll have to take the risk taking the double strike damage. Rock just wins us the game, though. That's the problem, is Rock's just going to win us the game. I wish we had one more land, because then what we could have done is play the Mutt and then flash in the Koilos. Hopefully nothing too impactful here. Let's see. Oh, they're going to be cautious, which is good for us. Very, very good for us. Okay, we don't have an attack, so I'm just going to hold off and hold my cards here. And hopefully we can get away with just flashing in the Rock and see what that does for us. I'm going to try and remove something here. I'm going to power up their Swift Spear. Automaton trades the best with Swift Spear. Can we get the dub just off Koilos Rock? Man, that one turn where we had the block was so awkward. There was probably better blocks. There were probably better blocks, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Sure. Now, there is a way that we can stay alive here. Or win the game. If they attack all, we win the game, potentially. No attacks. It's fantastic for us. Flash in the Rock. Hopefully no removal for it. Mishra's so good. And it has haste. Oh, we just win if we attack with Mishra, right? No, we don't. Sorry. I don't know how to count. Don't worry about it. How you doing? But Mishra's so good right now because it helps us filter these lands. I'm going for the attack here, right? Just, oh, goodness gracious. I'm nervous here. Let's hold off on Mishra right now, okay? Let's hold off. Let's see what happens. They might go for the attack all. You might be able to read their bluff here. Okay, Scrapsmith's not going to do it. A good draw. No artifacts, so it just gets the buff. They might just have to attack all here and see what happens. They're dead in the air no matter what. It was a close game. I probably played pretty silly at some points, but I'm just happy that we got to put Urza and Mishra out, honestly. Yeah, and I'm just gonna block like this so we don't get destroyed. Actually, I'm gonna block here and here. I don't want to get double striked. Okay. Sure. Discard this land. Mutt has Unearth, so we have enough damage on board now. And a Swift Spear and the Urza's Command. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can we do everything? No, we don't have enough for everything, but I'm just gonna do the Urza's Command. Oh my goodness. So good. Unbelievable. Get in there. Yes. Oh my goodness. And we get to win the game after we cast Mishra and Urza. What a dub. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we achieved everything we wanted to so far. So everything after this is just gonna be icing on the cake, okay? All right, let's go again. Let's see if we could find another opponent. And hopefully we get to cast both of the brothers again. That was so much fun. So we'll see. But if you couldn't tell already by now, my primary objective while playing Magic the Gathering Arena in draft is not only winning, because yeah, it feels good to win. We all love to win, but having fun and doing ridiculous things, having silly objectives for yourself is a really fun way to just have a good time while you're drafting. So that's how I like to play this game. I enjoy it. And I'm really happy with this opener hand in game 2 here. So I think I'm gonna keep this one. We've got Dwarven Forge Chanter into a Blitz Automaton for prototype into Spotter Thopter prototype is just really solid. So we're gonna keep that. Boom. No non-creature spells for the prowess, but we're happy to just have a 2-drop, especially one that blocks pretty well early game. Immediately cracking the Evolving Wilds. Don't want to do it on my end step. I understand. Go with the flow of the game. I get it. Opponent says hello. We're going to also say hi. How you doing? AY or Might. What does this little thing do? When it dies, you gain 2 life and you can sacrifice it and exile a non-creature artifact enchantment. Okay, interesting. I like it. I like it. I still think we're just slamming this and going in here, though. Drafting is going to be great at some point. I mean, it would have been... Honestly, oh, he would have been great this turn. But he needs a lot of mana for the copy target artifact spell, so he's kind of better late game. He's just sort of just a card to eat removal early game, so... Cloud Key. That's going to give them a nice discount. Just going in here. You're going to gain 2. And I'm just going to drop this Spotter Thopter, I think. I don't really see a need to play the Drofna or Urza's Command, holding it up at least. So we're going to scry. Ooh. Man, I really love these cards. I don't, unfortunately, have any lands to play this Mishra right now. I wish we had black mana because I'd want to play it. But I think I'm going to keep the Whirling Strike because it's really nice and aggressive. I'm going to bottom the Mishra for now. Whirling Strike is really good with the Dwarven Forge Chanter. And we can just continue being super aggressive here. Drafna comes down, plus we have this aggressive card. I like it. First Strike Trample is very good. I'm a fan. Trample and Haste. Okay. We're going to put that A-Wire back at the bottom of their deck. And leave up the Drake probably. Which is good for us. Because now we get to just go in. First Strike Trample, baby! Let's go! Get in there. Now we have Drafna out and a decent amount of mana. So a 2-drop artifact we're going to be able to copy next turn. Let's see. Let's see. Founder of Latnam. This card's so sweet. I really, really like this card. There's probably a fun constructed deck that you can make with this. Gilded Lotus. Oh no, opponent. What do we got going on over there? Okay, I burn a shard. Blocks pretty decently against this board. Oh, what did I say? A 2-drop. Oh, yeah. And we're going to copy it. Boom. How about 2 creatures? I'm going to decline both of these, though, because Urza's Command is obviously incredible. This is our pack 1, pick 1. We're going to keep it. And I am going to offer the Blitz Automaton, I think, here. Let's just keep slamming in for a bunch of damage. Opponent is building the board with all these brown artifacts, but unfortunately nothing to like keep them super stable here. Forging the Anchor. This is that card that lets them grab some artifacts. That's only going to leave them 2 mana though. And they can only play a Swiftfoot Boots from what we see. They grab a Metamorph, they grab a Thopter, and they grab Swiftfoot Boots. It's not going to save them from demise next turn. But we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 exactly on the battlefield. Plus we have the Urza's Command. I think I'm going to go ahead and say, I think we're looking pretty good here. Gilded Lotus, I forgot, is going to be able to, they have 3 mana from the Gilded Lotus. Completely forgot about that, actually. But this is great. Because we're able to lower the power toughness of their creatures. Return the Spotter Thopter back to our hand. Do we want to just go in and be aggressive here? I honestly think just being aggressive here is the way to go. And just Urza's commanding. That's exactly how we want to see them block. Creatures get -2. Scry 1, draw a card, or we can make this. How many artifacts we control? We have 3 right now. So we'll do this. We don't need to draw a card necessarily right now. Boom, and they're at 3. The board, though! Gosh, I love Urza's Command. And I also love that we've been able to cast all of our best cards in this draft so far. So you guys get to see, like, on display how powerful this could be. As well as Drafna and Urza and Mishra. So good together. Retrieval unit. Okay. With the boots. We're still sitting pretty at 20 life, though. Honor Shaman, I really like this card a lot, though. That card's awesome. Yeah, we did it. Oh, the pressure. We just put on a lot of pressure in that game. We got there, so GG's. All right, so here's our deck again for everybody who wants to see it. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this draft. I know I did. This set is full of fun things that you can do, including having both of the brothers from the Brothers War themselves out on the battlefield at once. I had a great time. Be sure to leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I hope to see you guys around. If you guys want to follow me personally on Twitch, you can find me there at Garbage Andy. And I'm Garbage_Andy everywhere else on the internet. But yeah, thanks again. Thanks so much for hanging out for the video. And I hope you guys enjoy yourselves drafting Brothers War. It's a really phenomenal set. And I'm excited to do more of it. So yeah, peace out. Thank you.